We're just going to make potato noodles, just potatoes and basic dough. Flour, baking powder, salt, water. Boom, done. Judging on the number of people you have, I would usually use about 10 cups of flour. Now today we'll just do probably 6. And then you take 1 teaspoon of baking powder for every cup of flour. We just grew up with them. There wasn't a lot of food, but people always had flour. You know, in our day, and Dad used to bring up probably 8 or 9 100-pound bags of flour and put them all in one corner at the foot of my bed. And that did you pretty much for the year.
Why do you only do it with one hand?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, so that the other hand is clean in case you have to do something like wipe the child's nose or something. Or whatever. Answer the phone. Have a martini. Nah, that doesn't go with noodles. A beer, maybe. So once you've got it all mixed, then you have to judge whether there's too much, whether it's too soft, or whether it's too stiff, and then you either add flour or you add water. Now I know I have to add a little more water because it's just too stiff. Yeah, and then as soon as you add a little more water, then it becomes really icky. It has to feel right. And then you knead it really well. Noodles were mostly on Friday because we were Catholic and there was no meat allowed eaten on Fridays. And then start just pulling these little chunks of dough off and roll them between your hands. Like you end up with a noodle, which is kind of an oblong shaped piece of dough. And you drop them in, make a layer, and then a layer of potatoes, kind of alternate. You want more noodles on the bottom so that you get them crispy. And then you just keep until all your dough is gone. And put the lid on, and nobody can open that lid because they're going to fall and they're going to be rocks. That was a rule in the house. Like, noodles are on, like, don't anybody come in the kitchen and lift that lid. They knew right from probably age 4. And it probably takes about 20 minutes. Can't tell by the smell. The bottom ones will start to crisp, and so that has a fried smell. And then you listen to it because you can hear it sizzle. And then after they're done, break them apart because they clump together. And you hope that they're done enough so that they will just come apart easily. That's the stuff with the flavor. There we go. We eat them with ketchup or tomatoes, canned tomatoes. I think the kids started with the ketchup. I think they ate ketchup on everything. And I tell you, once you get a plate full of those in your belly, you don't need to eat for a while. So they talk about pot stickers. These are belly stickers. They really are. Pretty basic. I don't know anyone who's going to want that recipe. That's gone with the wind.